Because it's when you learn the meet them to lead them method, it's very different from any other thing you've done. People go to these leadership meetings or they read a book and they think they've captured the essence of everything leadership in this one read. They go out and they try this. They pull in 2 or 3 of their team members and they have the conversation, which is great. Next month, you've forgotten about that book because a situation occurred, and rather than continue to lean on what you've learned, you resort back to your old ways of handling the situation. The moment you do that, you have literally undone everything you've put into this employee the new way.
Please, no! No!
You just undid all of it.
No!
The employee realizes that you haven't changed. You're the same old leader that went to that leadership meeting a month ago. You didn't sustain the gains. This is where all leaders fail when they don't apply my meet them to lead them method. So the sustain is so good. That disconnects the whole process and you start all over with the employee again because now they don't know the leader that you had morphed into. Connect is really where the magic happens. This is where it starts coming together because you learn to speak their language, not yours. And when you do that, people feel this connection to you. Once you connect with them, it's beautiful because they're no longer committed to the job. You have this connection. They're committed to you. That commitment is where when things go wrong, they're willing to stick it out. You stop getting ghosted. People start showing up because they're committed to you and the mission you have aligned their goals with. It's a beautiful thing. That's why Connect is so powerful. You're not changing anything. You're not compromising anything. It's you're meeting people where they need to be met to accept the assignment that you've given them. It's as simple as that. That's where leaders differ. And this is where you see leaders who they nail it. They're killing it. And then you see leaders who struggle. The leaders who connect, those are the ones who built bridges because they were able to connect. And you know what bridges lead to? Empires. And then you have those who are consistently struggling because they never got there. That's the power of Connect. So now that you've learned to align, you've learned the importance of connecting. Let's talk about sustain. Sustain is where most leaders lose the game. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. This is where ground is lost and people start reverting back to their old ways. They learn to align, they learn to connect, but they feel like that's it, that's the end game. But really, that's not the end game, that's the start. Once you've learned to align, once you learn to connect, now this employee is engaged with you. You've connected with them. They have a commitment to you and your new leadership style. Leaders lose when something happens in those steps or something emerges after they've gotten those steps completed and they revert back to their old ways. When you do that, you lose all the ground you've built with alignment and connecting because now the employee is disconnecting from you because they feel like you're the same leader you've always been. All the change they saw was fake. When you sustain the connection, something amazing happens. People stop performing for you. They start performing because of how you made them feel. They start performing because they know their value. That's the power of sustain. It's amazing what happens. The return on investment is automatic. No more ghosting. No more quiet quitting. Only sustained growth and momentum. Now you have an employee that you can do anything with. Lead them, grow them, show them the way. You've just changed your whole business. Whether that's with one employee, whether you have 10, 25, whether that's 100, you can do the math. Think about what changes in your business What changes in your organization? What changes on your team when you learn to meet them, to lead them?